Drivers, start your engines. Once again, your starting lineup on the pole. The 94, Quentin Bear. Alongside him, the 4, Dalton Armstrong. Second row on the inside, the 51 of Alec Carl. Alongside the 47, Brian Campbell. Third row on the inside, the 26 of Travis Brayton. Alongside him, the number 1, Blaine Machine Company fast qualifier and new track record holder, Trevor Berry. Starting 7th, the 28 of Jack Smith. Alongside the 101, Lauren Bush. Starting 9th, the 77 of Andrew Nylon. Alongside him, the 28 of Mike Bursley. The 71, Josh Nelms. The 12, Corey Deucer. The 48, Seth Moody. The 23, Chris Kozlik. 33 of Dave Sensabaugh. The 67 of Ben Welch. The 4G of Cody Evans. Alongside the 04 of Phil Bozell. 37 of Jordan Dalkey. The 55 of Chris Anthony. 21, Tim Green. The 83 of Andy Bozell. 29, Austin Kunert. The 5, Eric Lee. 97, Jackson Jacobs. The 8, Mark Jacobs. And the 28, the rear of the field, is Jake Finney. Chief starter Scott Mentland gives him the 1 lap to go signal. We're about to go green shortly. 27 superstars, 5 different states, 1 Canadian province represented in race number 6 of the 5th anniversary 2015 racing season. Berlin Raceway, one of just a handful of tracks that has hosted the tour every year of the existence, as Bear, Armstrong lead him on turns 3 and 4. Chief starter Scott Mellon, the green flag in hand, and we are racing. Quentin Bear jumps out to the early lead, tries to get up, and he does. Clear Dalton Armstrong going into turns 3 and 4. Brian Campbell around the high side of Justin Ryan. Leader lap 1, Quentin Bear. Already a battle for the second spot. Dalton Armstrong, the number 4. Brian Campbell in the 47. Battle for the second spot. Battle for 4th as well. Travis Brayton to the inside. Justin Ryan as they battle for the 4th spot. Andrew Nylon already from the 9th position has worked his way to 7th. He's got a couple veterans behind him. The 71 of Josh Nelms, the 28 of Jack Smith. Two laps already in the books, several laps to go as Quentin Bear continues to show the way. The 94, Dalton Armstrong settling into 2nd spot. Right behind him, Brian Campbell in the 47 machine, and Travis Brayton in the 4th spot in the 26. Brayton now taking a peek to the inside of Campbell. Brayton to the inside of Campbell coming out of turn number 4. Brayton with a fender up to the rear quarter panel, pulls up side by side. A great battle for the 3rd position. Brayton to the inside. And something rarely seen here at Berlin Raceway. Brian Campbell gets past. Now Dalton Armstrong starting to feel racing the number 4 machine. Look to the inside, but Quentin Bear with such a strong run off of turn number 2. Gets back away from Dalton Armstrong as Brayton in the 3rd trying to get away from Brian Campbell. Back in the field, in the 51, Alec Carl. He's in the 5th spot, trying to hold off Blaine Machine Company fast qualifier and new track record holder Trevor Berry. Berry is settled into 6th for now takes a beat to the inside. But up front, Quentin Bear running a some unusual line here at Berlin Raceway. Gets such a strong run off of turn number 2. This time by already 10 laps into the books for the Berlin 100, presented by Jegs.com and Blaine Machine Company. Quentin Bear continues to show the way in the 94 machine. Dalton Armstrong 2nd in the 4. Travis Brayton 3rd in the 26. Brian Campbell 4th in the 47. The 51, of Alec Carl rounding out the top 5. The 1 of Trevor Berry is 6th. 77 Andrew Nylon is 7th. The 71 Josh Nelms is 8th. 28 of Jack Smith is 9th. The 101 Lauren Bush rounding out the top 10. Dalton Armstrong losing ground to your race leader, Quentin Bear, as Travis Braden now right on the back bumper, your current points leader. Braden now taking a peek to the inside of Armstrong, but Armstrong with the momentum on the high side keeps on that second spot for now. Brian Campbell settled into the 4th spot for now, the number 47 machine, as the battle for second continues. Braden again to the inside of Armstrong. Armstrong on the high side, Braden to the inside, bottoms out, going into turn number 3 to pull up side by side out of 4. Braden with a slight advantage will try to clear him, and he does, coming out of turn number 2. Gives second spot to Wheeling, West Virginia's Travis Braden in the 26. Braden's last race was a week ago yesterday down at Lucas Oil Raceway in Brownsburg, Indiana. In his first career start in the ARCA Racing Series presented by Menards, he went to victory lane. Now he's looking to back that up here at the Jegs CRA All-Stars Tour as a 2-time reigning ARCA CRA Super Series champion is catching up to Quentin Bear, but Bear with such that unusual run coming off of turn number 2 gets away from Braden once again. Quentin Bear continues to show the way in the 94 machine. A very unusual line as he comes out of turn number 2. Watch him as he comes off of 2, gets such a run off of 2, and gets away from Travis Braden. No other driver is really getting that run off of turn number 2 like Bear is. As you watch him again going into turns 1 and 2, Braden will pull up alongside. Bear hits the gas, and wow, what a run off of 2. He gets at the gas so much quicker. But Braden not giving up. He is right there on the back bumper of Quentin Bear. Braden will go to the inside, trying to block the lane, but Bear again with such momentum off the corners. Back behind them as that's going on, Brian Campbell to the inside of Dalton Armstrong, gives 3rd spot to Campbell. Bear loses the lead that time to Travis Braden. Officially new leader, lap 23. Your race leader now, Travis Braden in the 26. Cars now starting to go a lap down, beginning with the number 8 of Mark Jacobs. Here comes Brian Campbell now to the high side of Quentin Bear for 2nd. Campbell taking away Bear's unique line around the speedway. As Campbell with the momentum now on the high side, he'll clear Bear going into turns 3 and 4. Gives 2nd spot to Brian Campbell. Right rear tire rub on the 77 of Andrew Nylon as he comes on turn number 2. Nylon running 7th as for now, trying to reel in Trevor Berry, but definitely a right rear tire rub in that 77 machine. Up front, Travis Braden continues to lead. Brian Campbell 2nd, Quentin Bear 3rd, Dalton Armstrong 4th, Alec Carl is 5th. Trevor Berry 6th, Andrew Nylon 7th. Here comes Lauren Bush. Bush now up to 8th spot. The 101, Josh Nelms 9th, Chris Kozlik in 10th. More cars going a lap down, beginning with the 28 of Jake Finney. Austin Cooner, the last car in the lead lap. Not anymore. There goes Braden by on the high side, the number 26. Two drivers, no stranger to victory lane here at Berlin Raceway. Travis Braden, the 26 machine. He was the winner of the Jegs CRA All-Stars Tour race here at Berlin back in 2013. Brian Campbell, he's won 6,000 times here at Berlin. Three-tenths of the way through the Berlin 100, presented by Jegs.com and Point Machine Company. 30 laps completed, 70 laps to go. Travis Braden continues to lead in the 26. Braden and Campbell getting away from the rest of the field. Quentin Bear solidly in third. The battle's for fourth now. Dalton Armstrong trying to fend off a hard charger, and Alec Carl on the 51 machine. Carl to the inside of Armstrong for fourth. Give fourth spot to the 51 of Alec Carl, driving for Justin Ryan this weekend. The 97 of Jackson Jacobs goes down a lap as your leaders. First and second, nose to tail. Travis Braden, the 26. Brian Campbell, the 47. Braden and Campbell trying to get away from the rest of the field. Quentin Bear, third, the 94. Alec Carl, fourth in the 51. Dalton Armstrong rounding on the top five in the 4. Point Machine Company fast qualifier, new track record holder Trevor Berry has not moved from his 6th starting spot. But now starting to feel some pressure from Lauren Bush in the 101 machine. Bush fell back to 10th, but has since recoiled and is going back after Trevor Berry. She is in the 7th spot, but starting in 8th. Good run so far here in the early going of the Berlin 100, presented by Jegs.com and Point Machine Company. Travis Braden continues to lead, but he's got a back bumper full of Brian Campbell in the 47 as they continue to catch the back of the lead pack cars. Up next in front of them, the 21 of Tim Green. A plethora of traffic in front of your leaders as Braden and Campbell look to negotiate around. They get by the 28 of Jake Finney. Has Tim Green proven to be a hassle for your race leaders? Braden having a bit of an issue getting by the 21 of Tim Green. Back in the field, a change of position. Give third spot now to the 51 of Alec Carl as he gets by Quentin Bear. Lauren Bush is charged into the field. She just drove by Trevor Berry. Now she'll slide underneath. Dalton Armstrong give fifth spot to Lauren Bush. Lauren Bush ain't satisfied. She's going after Quentin Bear, the 94 machine, your early race leader. That is for fourth position. Travis Braden, Brian Campbell, 1 and 2. Alec Carl is third. The battle is for fourth. The 94, Quentin Bear. The 101 of Lauren Bush. Dalton Armstrong shoveled back to 6th. Trevor Berry is 7th. Andrew Nylon is 8th. Chris Kozlik 9th. Now Mike Bursley in the top 10 for the first time tonight. Battle for the lead. Brian Campbell around the high side of Travis Braden. Lap cars to pick. They're almost went 3 wide. They are going to go 3 wide. Down the backstretch. Campbell around the high side. Jacobs had nowhere to go in the 8. New leader, lap 45, Brian Campbell. Brian Campbell, now your race leader in the number 47. Travis Braden shoveled back to second. Alec Carl is third, the 51. Quinn Bear, fourth spot, the 94. Tim Green, proven to be somewhat of a detriment to the lap leaders in that 21 machine. Everybody having issues getting by the black and green 21. Brian Campbell in the 47 has led lap 47, making lap 48. He has gotten away from Travis Braden. A shrewd and daring move using a couple lap cars to pick to get by your race leader, Travis Braden. We are approaching halfway in the Berlin 100, presented by Jegs.com and Boy Machine Company. Brian Campbell, next driver in front of him, Andy Bozell, about to go a lap down. Halfway home, 50 laps completed, 50 laps to go. The 47 of Brian Campbell is your leader, 26 Travis Braden is second, 51 Alec Carl is third, 94 Quentin Bear is fourth, the 101 of Lauren Bush rounding on the top five. Sixth spot, the 4 of Dalton Armstrong, seventh the 1 Trevor Berry, eighth the 77 Andrew Nylon, ninth the 23 of Chris Kozlik, rounding on the top 10, the 28 of Mike Bursley. Campbell about to approach the next car in line, which in this case the 55 of Chris Anthony. Another driver you wouldn't hear about going down a lap very often at Berlin Raceway. Oh, big trouble in turns 1, 3, and 4. Jackson Jacobs and Jack Smith both spin over in turns 3 and 4. Brings out our first caution. Jack Smith in the 28th, here by Machine Ford, along with the Rockies Harley Davidson Chevrolet, 17-year-old Jackson Jacobs in the 97. Field being told to double up, 1 lap to go. And unfortunately, tough break for Lauren Bush. Not able to return in that Enterprise Iron and Metal number 101 machine. Oh, here she comes. Now here she comes. And Bush going to be able to make it back on the racetrack, but she's going to have to be at max speed as the field comes out of turns 3 and 4. Chief Starter Scotty Millen, the green flag in hand, and we're back underway. Campbell around the high side. Continues to lead as they had double file restarts. We'll explain that. Should there be another caution flag? .54 laps completed. Brian Campbell continues to lead. Travis Braden second. Alec Carl third. Quentin Bear is fourth. The ballast for fifth. Dalton Armstrong the 4. Andrew Nylon the 77. Oh, Chris Kozlik thought about sticking his nose in there. Wisely backs off. Dalton Armstrong trying to hold on to that 5th spot with Andrew Nylon right behind him. And now Trevor Berry starting to feel racy in the number 1 machine. Oh, we got trouble in the backstretch. Chris Anthony goes around. Caution flag will fly. While Chris Anthony certainly didn't want that, Lauren Bush is saying thank you for that caution flag. Now she'll be able to catch up to the rest of the field in the 101 machine. In this case, Brian Campbell taking the high side, which forces the 26 of Travis Braden to the inside. Then from the rest of the field on back, from third on back, they line up 2 by 2 behind your race leaders. On to turn number 4, green flags out, we're back underway. Brian Campbell utilizing that high lane, and so is Quentin Bear around the high side of Alec Carl, retakes the third spot. '21 of Tim Green returns to the speedway as Brian Campbell continues to lead the 47. Travis Braden is second, Quentin Bear is third. Alec Carl fourth now. Andrew Nylon in the top 5 for the first time today. That right rear tire rub apparently has gone away. Mike Bursley now to 6th. 7th through 10th in a dogfight to 37. Jordan Dalkey. 4, Dalton Armstrong. 23, Chris Koslick. And the 1 of Trevor Berry. But up front it is still Brian Campbell in the 47 machine continuing to show the way. A safe piece of real estate between himself and second place driver, the 26, Travis Braden. Campbell and Braden trying to get away from your third place driver, the 94, Quentin Bear, has Alec Carl as fourth in the 51. Andrew Nylon, 5th in the 77. Mike Bursley running in the 6th spot on the 28th machine. He started in 10th. Jordan Dalkey, 7th in the 37. The 23 of Chris Koslick is 8th. The 1, Boy Machine Company fast qualifier, a new track record holder, Trevor Berry, has been shuffled back to 9th. Outside pole center, the 4, Dalton Armstrong, rounding on the top 10. Phil Bozell of the 04 machine. He is 11th. He started 18th. Josh Nelms, after a couple pit stops, is back up to 12th in the 71. Ben Welch, a steady run for him in 13th. The 4G of Cody Evans, he is 14th. While Dave Sensabaugh, after a couple pit stops, is back in the top 15. But up front, it is Brian Campbell continuing to show the way. The Enterprise Iron Metal Ford. Good battle back in the field for the 5th spot as Bursley taking a peek to the inside of Andrew Nylon. That is for the 5th spot. Nylon with the advantage on the high side, but Bursley dive bombs into 3 and 4. That's going to allow Jordan Dalkey to close in. Dalkey joining that battle with Nylon and Bursley. 5th, 6th, 7th go back to 8th to Chris Koslick. 9th to Trevor Berry. The 4, Dalton Armstrong, 10th. 5th through 10th in a good battle for those positions. This time by 67 laps completed, 33 laps to go. Brian Campbell continues to show the way. Picked up the DTS Drivetrain Specialist Halfway Leader Award at lap 50. Campbell continuing to show the way as he gets away from Travis Braden in the number 26. Battle for the 3rd spot, the 94 Quentin Bear doing all he can to hold off Alec Carl on the 51 machine. This time by 70% of the Berlin 100, presented by Jegs.com and Boy Machine Company. In the books, 70 laps completed, 30 laps to go. Well, Corey Deucer was all kinds of sideways here in the front stretch, but he keeps it moving forward. We stay green. Deucer now with problems in the number 12 machine. Tough break for the 17-year-old driver from Georgetown, Indiana. Deucer going to try it. He will make it into the infield. We will stay green. Battle rages on for the third position. Alec Carl over the high side of Quinton Bear for the third position. Bear and Carl in a great battle for that final podium spot. Bear and Carl third and fourth. 3/4 of the way through. 75 in, 25 to go. Brian Campbell, a safe lead for now over the 26 of Travis Braden. As Alec Carl around the outside of Quinton Bear give third spot to Carl. Brian Campbell continuing to lead the way. Campbell with almost a 2-second lead over Travis Braden as Alec Carl finally by himself in the third spot. Quinton Bear is fourth. Andrew Nylon rounding on the top 5 in the 77. Chris Kozlik is 6th as he got by Mike Bursley, shuffling him to 7th. Trevor Berry back to 8th. Jordan Dalkey 9th. Dalton Armstrong rounding on the top 10. Now Chris Kozlik to the inside of Andrew Nylon. That's for 5th. Kozlik and Nylon battling for the 5th spot. Kozlik on the inside definitely has a knack for top 5 finishes at the Jegs CRA All-Stars Tour here at his home track. Up front, Brian Campbell putting some lap cars and a bunch of property between himself and Travis Braden. As Campbell trying to get away. Has never won a Jegs CRA All-Stars Tour event here at Berlin Raceway. Matter of fact, this is his first appearance in a Jegs CRA event here at his home track. He is 17, making 16 and a half laps away from victory as Campbell completes lap 84, 16 laps to go. Travis Braden comfortably in second, the 26 machine. Alec Carl by himself in third, the 51. First battle brewing for the 4th spot, the 94, Quinton Bear, the 23 of Chris Kozlik. Bear and Kozlik battle for the 4th position as Bear trying to make that outside lane work. Kozlik to the inside, coming out of turn number 4. Laps continuing to click off for Brian Campbell in the 47 machine. Travis Braden trying desperately to reel him in, but the laps are winding down, 13 to go. Chris Kozlik finally got by Quinton Bear. Give 4 spot to the 23 of Kozlik. Shuffling Bear, your early race leader and pole sitter, to the 5th position. Behind Bear, the battle for 6 continues. The 77 of Andrew Nylon. The 28 of Mike Bursley. The 1 of Trevor Berry. Back behind them, the 37, Jordan Dalkey is 9th. The battle for 10th. The top 2 in points. The 4, Dalton Armstrong. 71 of Josh Nelms. Jack Smith calls it a 9, the number 28. This time by 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go for Brian Campbell in the 47. Campbell carefully negotiating around lap traffic to keep several cars in more track between himself and Travis Braden. The laps continue to click off. An 8-lap heat race yet to go for Brian Campbell in the 47. Back in the field, Alec Carl is 3rd. Chris Kozlik is 4th. Quentin Bear is 5th. Andrew Nylon is 6th. Mike Bursley 7th. Trevor Berry 8th. Jordan Dalkey 9th. Josh Nelms rounding on the top 10. Campbell continues to get away from Travis Braden. 6 to go for Campbell. Five laps to go. 5 laps to go for Brian Campbell in the 47 machine. Campbell continues to show the way, continues to show his home track dominance. He is 4 laps away. Travis Braden still getting through some lap traffic. Alec Carl is 3rd. He's got Chris Kozlik right behind him. A potential battle for the final podium position could happen. Quentin Bear all by himself in the 5th spot, the number 94. .98 in, 2 to go for Brian Campbell. Battle back in the field for 6th. Andrew Nylon, Mike Bursley, and Trevor Berry. This time by, the white flag comes out. 1 lap to go for Brian Campbell. He'll go into turn number 3. Come on out turn number 4. The winner of the Berlin 100, Brian Campbell in the 47. Travis Braden comes home in 2nd. Alec Carl 3rd. Chris Kozlik is 4th. Quentin Bear 5th. Too close to call it the line for 6th. Andrew Nylon 6th. Mike Bursley 7th. Trevor Berry 8th. Jordan Dalkey 9th. And Josh Nelms rounds out the top 10.
Congratulations, Brian Campbell picks up another big win at Berlin Raceway tonight. Already victorious several times at the Boeing Machine Super Late Models, picked up right where he left off. Travis Braden 2nd, Alec Carl, Chris Kozlik, and Quentin Bear round out your top 5. Matt Freer's going to make his way down right now to talk to our winners. Fans, if you are on your way out, want to remind you that everything in the concession stand that is cooked. So if we prepared it, it is half off while it lasts. It's hamburgers and hot dogs and chicken fries and all that stuff. So if it's cooked, it is half off in the concession stand right now, both concession stands, while they last if you want to grab a snack on the way out. Matt's making his way down right now. We do invite you down to the pits as soon as we get the race track cleared and we get security to let you through there. You are welcome down to go to the pits here in just a couple minutes. But if you are headed home, please drive safely as Matt's going to make his way down and get our word with our winner. But get half off everything cooked in the concession stands while they last, and we will invite you down to the pits here in just a few minutes once we get the track cleared and everybody good to go. Coming up next week, it's the ARCA Racing Series Federated Auto Parts 200. The big boys come to town. The big heavy ARCA cars will be here next weekend, along with dollar beers and dollar dogs. That's all next weekend right here at Berlin Raceway. Going to make your way down to the pits here in just a couple minutes. We'll send things down here in just a minute to Matt Freer. Headed to the Great Clips Victory Lane with Brian Campo.
Thank you very much. A scene we have saw so many times here at Berlin Raceway. He climbs out of the car. Big in, if you would, for your winner, Brian Campbell. Yeah, she rates first, man. Brian, another outstanding job. Congratulations. A little bit of house cleaning, a little bit of stats, if you will. Your first start in the Jegs CRA All-Stars Tour here at Berlin. Your fourth start overall. Only your fourth start in the Jegs Tour. Out of those 4 starts, 3 victories. Last one coming in 2012 at Owasso Speedway. You've been here before, though, a few times this year, Brian. Congratulations.
Yeah, this Berlin's been pretty good to us. Pretty fortunate this year. Got a handful of wins, and been running here more and more, this year than most other years. And fortunate this Jegs car had it tonight. We had a good car, and we had good practice yesterday and good practice today. And man, it was just all around good evening.
We've seen you a lot in super late model stuff over the last couple of years. What made you decide to bring out the old crate motor here this evening?
Well, I got to first say thanks to Mike Bursley. We borrowed this motor from him on Wednesday. We threw it in. And this was really an impromptu thing for us, and we weren't really planning on it. And we all kind of talked about it Wednesday and decided to do it. And we spent a couple nights at the shop and getting it ready. And thank goodness to get this win. Thanks to Lakeshore Motorsports and Enterprise and Rushi and Port City Race Cars, Merritt Speedway, McGonigal Engines, and it's just a good day.
Well, Brian, congratulations. Great job. Good luck for the rest of the season here in the Boyd Machine Company Super Late Model Series.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Brian Campbell, your winner of the Berlin 100, presented by Jegs.com and Boyd Machine Company.